Hello everybody. So through this session we'll discuss our next story of Beehive, and that is the first part of our glimpses of India, seventh chapter actually. Uh, Name of the story is A Baker from Goa by Lucio Rodriguez. As we all know that apart from Britishers, the Dutch, French and Portuguese also have played a great part in our history, and they have left the impressions of their culture to us, which are still present in India. So this story also, A Baker from Goa, is also about such an impression of foreign culture on India. And we talk about particularly, this story is a pen portrait of a Goan village baker who still has an important role in India and in the society also. First of all, the writer tells us that uh, the forefathers or the elders of the village, they used to be nostalgic, remember the old days, past days delightfully. Which days? The old Portuguese days. They recall fondly, lovingly, you can say, the old Portuguese people and their bread loaves, which they used to have, and which was a integral part of their lives. Further, the writer says that maybe that those eaters of those bread of loaves have gone, they are vanished from the society. Maybe means those people, Portuguese people, have gone back, but still the makers are present in Goa, and the furnaces in which the fire was made, the large hearth in which the breads were baked, and the big molders talking about, and the big bowls size in which the dough for making breads was mixed, and the molders in which they used to give shapes, those old types of, not like today's modern style, as all these things are made in factories and with modern scientific inventions, with new things only. But earlier the old ways were employed by Portuguese people, and those old ways of making breads are still present in Goa, and it is a part of, still it is a part of every village there. And the role of a baker in every village is also so very much important. Further, the writer tells us that this old tradition of bread making, not the modern one, the old tradition of bread making is still present in Goa, and it has become like a cultural heritage, or you can say as the paternal business only. If the father has died, the son has take up the business, and they not only take up the old kind of old ways of making breads, but the old system of distribution of the breads was also taken up there, as early morning these bread makers or these distributors of bread, they used to come early morning with having a bamboo stick, and we in that there used to be something which used to create the sound of jeng jeng also, and they used to come at the house at the door only, and they used to strike that bamboo stick on the ground, which used to announce their arrival. It was a kind of that they have reached with their basket of full of breads on their heads, and still this old tradition is followed in the villages of Goa. He further says that these bakers are, even now today, they are called pedders in Goa. Further, the writer remembers his childhood days, and he says that Baker was a kind of their companion, friend, and kind of a guide. And he used to come, we are talking about his childhood only. The bakers used to come twice a day. First, when he used to set out for his selling, early selling round only, selling the breads door to door, and when a second time when he used to return back after emptying his big basket to returning to home only. So twice a day he used to come to their house, to everybody's house. And he remembers that children in his time, in his childhood days only, they used to wake up with that sound of jang jang, the staff which was stricken by the baker outside house only, as his announcement of his arrival. So as they used to listen that only, they used to rush out of the house running towards the baker. And it was nothing, just kind of a greeting and meeting also to the baker, but actually they used to go for their love for the bread bangles. Bread bangles means talking about when the bread is cut, after that there used to be rings of breads, and these bread bangles were given by the bakers to them for free only, and all the children used to gather round the baker. He recalls that this baker padder only, when he used to come early morning, he first of all put his bamboo staff in vertical position, and that keeping the basket on that. So normally these breads were were bought by some Pasquine or Bastine, means the maid servants of the family, and after that children used to gather the baker, and he used to give them those bread bangles also. And after that children did not bother about their brushing their teeth, even they used to love that bread bangle so much, and they used to have such a sweet smell also, those bread bangles. And they writer used to remember that they did not care to brush even, and after eating that and having a hot cup of tea, all the mouth was cleaned up, and they did not bother about cleaning the brushing the teeth even. So those were the reminiscence, the good past memories of childhood of the writer. Further, the writer tells us that bread is an important part, very integral part of Goan life, and there is no ceremony, no festival, no function which is complete without a bread. Means bread will be in some way or that way in the feast. Further, he tells us about various ceremonies, festivals also, and he tells that marriage festival or marriage gifts, they were and not were only, are still today even, they are meaningless without the presence of those sweet cakes or sweet particularly sweet bread which is known as bowl. So that have to be have in any case served in the marriage gifts if there is any party or any feast organized by anybody. So that will be incomplete if bread will not be there in the party or in the feast. Apart from that, in the engagement of a daughter, sandwiches should be served, and without them the ceremony, the engagement ceremony is totally incomplete. And if we talk about the cakes and bolinas, so they are a must in at the time of Christmas and all other occasions also. So in this way we can say that that bread is an integral part, very important part of Goan life, and still today even. And because bread is important, so the presence of furnace, means old ways we are talking about, and the baker, that is also very much important in every village in Goan life. Further, the writer tells us that in old Portuguese days, this padder, or we can say the bread seller, bread maker, they used to wear a peculiar kind of dress, a peculiar, strange kind of a dress. That was a single piece of frock, and reaching up to knees only, and it was called kabai. So they used to wear that. That was their professional kind of dress, or they used to wear that regularly. But as the time changed, and if we talk about the childhood of our writer, their dressing up style a little bit changed, and they started wearing a shirt and a trousers talking about, which were longer than half pants and shorter than full pants. That type of clothes they started wearing. The writer tells about his childhood days only. And he tells that if even today somebody used to wear that half pant which is a little longer than knee, reaching down the knees only, he used to invite the comment that he is dressed like a pedder. Further, the writer reminds that tells us that actually these bakers, they collected their monthly bills uh, usually at the end of the month only, and the monthly accounts were noted on some wall with the pencils, as we used to do on even today also. Further, the writer says that the business of bread making or baking, it was a profitable business, and the family of the bakers and their servants, they all used to be happy, wealthy, we can say. And talking about these peddlers, they were always so fat, and their plump and fat body, that was the testimony of, that was a live talking about proof of that they used to be happy and wealthy. And he said that even today if a person is so fat and he is having that jackfruit like appearance, you know, that jackfruit like appearance, so fat, so he is easily compared to a pedder, that he is just looking like a pedder, he is just looking like a bread maker, because they used to be rich and wealthy, that their business used to be very much profitable in those times. And if we talk about today, bread making and their profession, it has become the part of their tradition. And fathers, and if father has died, now the sons have taken up the talking about the business after them. It has become a very integral part of their life. So this was all about a baker from Goa, glimpses of India. Thank you.